Okay. Okay. Crazy day today so far. We don't have news, but I just placed a trade that got stopped out right away. My stop loss was above those highs. And the reason for the stop out was because I did something very dumb. So, my trading plan says this, and I didn't listen, so that's kind of on me. Bro, this fucking app is so annoying to interact with. So, we had a liquidity sweep in pre-market right here at 1445, which also, by the way, I understood this wrong the whole time. Market opens at 9:30 New York time, so 15:30 German time. And I was always trading at 2 p.m., which is way before market opens, which explains why I never really got proper trades in. This, however, is a proper trade. At least it was supposed to be. But I went in too early. So what happened is we had a liquidity sweep. This is Asia highs. Also an SMT divergence, which right now got completed, so it's no longer valid, but I'm just explaining the trade that I did before. We had an SMT divergence sweep, reaction off of it. Fibonacci, we blew past the 79 extension. We closed underneath. Then we filled this fair value gap up until this point, and we got a reaction off of it. So I kind of panic entered. But what happened here is that we swept those lows and got reaction off of that. And we also filled this this fair value gap is not valid. But we swept this low, and then we got a reaction off of it. But I'm supposed to wait for 5-minute confirmation before I even 5-minute liquidity sweep before I even enter in. So now the situation is looking a lot different because we don't have an SMT divergence anymore. We just have this. So now I would want to wait for a reversal and then continuation, and then I can entry again. Today I traded London, which went in my favor. So before that was I think 2 days ago, I lost 23, and then I made 30 today in London session, and just now I lost 22. So that should put me at a loss for today. I don't know why it says $7 plus, but whatever. If I get an entry, I will hopefully equal out that loss again. So right now we have the liquidity sweep. I would probably want to go off of SMT, S&P, my bad. If I go into a trade, but regardless, I don't think it really matters that much. We'll see though. So I can actually remove everything that I have so far except for those lows maybe. This low was, yeah, so we had Asia session, London Open, sweep of Asia session and reversal on, I think, both indexes, yes. And then we blew through Asia session. No, we blew through London session and then through Asia session. So now we're looking for a reversal. Also, when I look at the higher time frames, there's not really a lot of liquidity for us to target on the top here. I mean, it's pretty much empty. If I go on the daily time frame, there's like nothing here. We're all the way down here. I think, is this all-time highs actually? It might be. It might just be all-time highs, yeah. Yeah. So that's interesting. I don't know where price is going to go. If we're in all-time highs, we can't really sweep any liquidity to the upside. So in my head, we would have to go down. Right. Also, because the bias says so. I mean, we have London reversal. So that would mean that we'd probably be looking at a sweep of highs and then go back down, basically. So this can go, and on here I already removed them. So yeah, we swept this liquidity right here. And now we're just waiting for reversals. I think getting like a Fibonacci would be pretty hard here. I mean, we'd be all the way down there. So we would want to retrace a little bit more. Yeah, I could go through the trade that I took on a London session today. So brother. At 10. So let me go back to 10. Oh, this is not my time zone. No, it is. It is my time zone. Okay. So we got Asia highs and Asia lows down here. So we get a sweep right here. Then we inverse this gap. No, actually we fill the gap. Let me look at this. Yeah. Oh yeah, the inverse was somewhere else. The inverse was here. So first we inverse this gap. Down move, up move. Blow through this. Then create this fair value gap, respect it, and then gonna move off of it. So that would be my entry. I think I took this trade right here. Something like this. And then targeted Asia highs. And yeah, that's pretty much how it went. Oh yeah, hold on. I put my stop loss underneath this, so I didn't get stopped out here. Even though it might have been the right decision to put the stop loss here, because that would be swing lows, so I think that's how you're supposed to do it. But anyways, the trade worked out for me, so I don't know. Yeah, and that's take profit. Might not have been the best trade, the smartest one to take, I'm not sure, but worked out for me. So let's go back to this. Let's see if we inverse this gap. Here we don't even have a gap. Oh. So we actually were set up for this. I didn't see this coming because I only looked at what my view was of the market, what I wanted the market to do. So I didn't even see this. So the reason we had this wick down here is because first we had this up move, then we inversed this gap right here, created this gap, filled it, and moved down, and then got a liquidity sweep, and then moved back up. That's why that happened. I'm not going to force a trade. If this just goes straight down one wick, then I'm not going to enter, bro. Then I'll just have to live with a loss for today. I don't know why it says $7 earned though. Okay, my laptop's broken. Okay. Okay. That would be a really good fair value gap. I mean, shit. That's inverse. We filled this one. I don't know. I think that was just for the retrace though. So then we could fill this one. Create that, fill it. Move down, inverse that. That would be a perfect entry for me. Okay. If we close right here, that would be actually beneficial. Because then I can definitely say with certainty that that was inverse. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. That's an SMT divergence. A bullish one. So maybe that would mean that we have a bullish SMT so that we can fill this fair value gap and then complete it. The fuck? What the fuck, bro? Okay. Now all that's left to do is fill this fair value gap. And then, I mean, bro, I don't want to have to sweep this one though. It's like way down there. Come on, man. Sweep, go back up. Come on, bro. Bro, what is this as well, bro? Come on. Like, what are you supposed to target here? Come on, man. Like, what am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do here? The sweep was right there. Right. We got a sweep, inverse this fair value gap. But we don't have continuation at all. We only have straight downward movement from then. And also, this is not a fair value gap. Like, this is hopeless, dude. Damn. So I guess you don't want to just trade like an idiot, and just because you see a big black candle, that doesn't mean you have to enter short. Like, liquidity sweep in pre-market, you want to first get a 5-minute sweep and then go from there, and not do all this and just go short because there's a black candle. But that's my first proper New York session though. This is so cool, like seeing how fast price moves, and I wasn't fully off. I was like, I understand why the price did what it did here, and I would have been able to capitalize off of it. Capitalize off of it. It's just too unpredictable. If there's a huge downward move, I need not only a break of structure, but I also need like continuation confluences. Otherwise, we don't have support to go in. Now we have a bullish SMT. I might still get a trade. Depending on how this develops. The thing is, Nasdaq swept those lows, those Asia lows, but S&P is not even close to it. So since targeting highs isn't that effective, because after this, what do we have? Nothing. We would have to target lows if we target anything, and the market has to move. So I feel like we would want to get rid of this SMT divergence. Or maybe this was just a move for today. But if we get like a fair value gap, and then a move out of that, maybe that's an entry. Maybe that's a short entry for me. But I have to be really careful because I also have to consider that this might be confluences for this to go up as well. So I have to view it from a bullish and a bearish perspective and not just be tunnel vision into my belief of what the market is going to do. Damn. Let's see if we fill this or not. Oh, this could be equilibrium to go up and fill the fair value gap, and then we go down. It's a little bit like might be too good to be true, but we'll see. If this goes underneath the red line and closes, then that's like that might just be it for me today. But if we just stay in equilibrium in a discount and then get a move out of it, go in here, or maybe even in here. If we go in here, that's crazy, right? If we get in here, fill this, get a sweep down, and then this high, this low, and this low, they're so close, right? That's easy liquidity grab. So we would want to go down there and grab those. Like this would be insane. Or now we swept it. Okay, fuck you. But then still those two would still be liquidity, right? Okay, if we sweep this, that's over, bro. Then maybe there could be bullish action, but I feel like the move for today would be made. This might just be it. This might just be it. Yep. Longs? Who knows? I mean, we just swept liquidity. So maybe we get a reversal from that. Also, there's like so much down here. Actually, never mind. It's pretty far away. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you look at how the market moves in this threshold, and then how much we move in this short span, like this is definitely a lot of distance to make. We'll see though. I might go long. I just might go long. Because we could sweep out this. Perhaps. Right? We create a gap here, inverse it, and then gonna move out of it. That would be hard. Okay. Okay. Fill this. Retrace. Create a high. Equilibrium. Move out of equilibrium. Inverse fair value gap, 1 minute. Enter. If that happens, I'm going to make this number green today. If that happens, I'm entering. I can wait until probably like 5 p.m. So we have all the time. I got all the time I need. Oh, bro, you can't even see anything. So what I was saying, we inverse this, right? We inverse it, close like right here or something. Then we inverse this, but we have this one that's filled, right? So when we fill this, we move back down. We create a high right here, something like this. Then we move into this equilibrium, got to move out of it, and break of structure or like a inverse fair value gap on the 1 minute, and I'm in. I also noticed the reason why I'm not using trading view on this right now. Oh, actually, if I leave the replay, yeah. So it's so stupid, bro. They make you pay an extra subscription just to have real-time data. The latest candle right here is 1610. So like 4:10 p.m. We got 4:23 right now. This is like 10 minutes behind. Like I was wondering why I can't go into trades. It's because this is just 10 minutes behind. And I was so confused because the charts weren't making sense. But for some reason on Euro USD, this is not the case. It's real-time data. So like, what is going on? So that's why I have to use S&P. Why I have to use trading view. No, trade locker. That's why I have to use trade locker. Okay, we actually inversed this. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh. Hello there. If we fill this, move out, then that's perfect. That would be perfect. Oh, actually, no. No, actually, yes. Because we have a black candle in between here. So that is valid. But here it's not. See, that's kind of the thing. When you have a straight move up like this, and you have a fair value gap like this one right here, at the top, this one got respected, and then we closed above, so that is finished. But then that would mean that this one is invalid. Everything underneath is invalid now. Oh no, it's invalid anyway. Doesn't matter. Because as soon as you fill it and get over top of the high, everything underneath this is just gone. No longer needed. That's how I understood it. If we fill this, go down into equilibrium, go back up, sweep this high, perfect. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Now we just need to go into equilibrium. I'm really missing the retrace here. I really need a retrace. Hey bro, we even made this one right here now. I don't even need, oh no, I do need equilibrium. Because 1 minute isn't enough. Now we inverse this gap though, and went above. That's not that great. That's not that great. That is not that great. We just keep going up. So pretty much. Okay, wait. Hold on a second. So we have this sweep right here. We go up, close above 79%, create this fair value gap right here. Oh no, but that got inverse though. No, that's not a fill. I got caught up. Now we need a continuation confluence. We just need a continuation confluence and then move out of that. And that's all I want. We almost went into equilibrium here, but that's not enough. Oh, we just filled this one. Okay. That might be enough to get us to move down. That could be perfect to get us into equilibrium and then get a move. Right? I just need a high. I just need a high, bro. I need this to form a high and get a move down and close bearish. Otherwise, I can't draw the equilibrium. What? Oh no. Bro, I got confused again because this one's 10 minutes behind. Bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. We just have to close bearish. We just have to close bearish, bro. Come on, man. We still have a sort of an SMT divergence because this fair value gap, if you look very closely, it is not filled. But if you look very closely, this one is in fact filled. So I would say that's a bearish SMT divergence. I'm not gonna say it, but you know, that could perhaps indicate we go down into equilibrium, and then we get a move up. And then we can target those highs up here. Wouldn't that be great? Come on, man. Bruh. Bro, I'm so happy and I'm out of Bitcoin. It is insane. Oh no, don't launch the fucking mission, bro. Come on. Come on, man. Bro. Look at this. What are we doing again? This is literally the same pattern as we had around this time, where we just go back up, down, whatever, bro. I made a lot of money off of those movements, but you can't tell me that shit is predictable. It is not. That's just luck. Like, I would go... Me, 2 weeks ago, would have gone full port long on this one and hope that it hits this point right here. But like, bro, what is that? I would be paying so much for swaps because I would hold trades overnight and all of that. It's, bro, it's just... Day trading is a lot more... It feels a lot more mentally just safe because I know what I'm doing here. I know what price is... I mean, I don't know what price is going to do, but I can imagine what price is going to do. Here it says, oh, well, it's down. It's got to go up from now. Like, bro, what is that prediction at all? And also, it's a lot riskier now because a lot of futures contracts have expired. I think it was today, actually. I think it might have been today. And like at this point, there's no boundary that's holding this high and this low because it would always consolidate. Bitcoin would always consolidate in those ranges. You know, it barely goes above or below significantly. But now there's no more boundary. We could go fucking all the way down to 60K, or we could go all the way up to 100K. So right now it's so unpredictable that I would not want to go in there right now. I just got really lucky. And I'm just gonna go like, cool, bro. I got lucky. That's good enough. Now, I don't want to have to push my luck at this point. You know? I got what I wanted. Way more than what I wanted, to be honest. And now I can't be getting greedy. I was already not supposed to make money off of Bitcoin. We're in a good track. We're on a good path, I would say. S&P more than NASDAQ, but we're on a good track. where the sun is already going down. If we don't get an entry within like 15 minutes, I'm just not going to trade today. I feel like this is the move for today. This could very well also just be a retrace on a higher time frame. Okay, never mind. Bro, what is this? No, but this might have just been the move for today. I can't be forcing trades just because I lost. It's not a smart thing to do. Mm-hmm. We want to be looking for a trade right here. It's like the more we go down, the more like at this point. At this point, we'll start declining. So I don't know if we get a trade right now within like 10 minutes. That's cool, but very unlikely. I mean, you can tell by just how fast the market is moving or how slow the market is moving. Yeah, it's just we made this much of a movement within like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. That's like 30 minutes. And then, yeah, we get half of that movement in the next 30 minutes. But the spreads are still really good. This candle closes underneath here. I'll consider still waiting. But if we don't, then that's just out for today. see if I can get it before the candle closes. Damn. Yeah, I'm not gonna trade anymore for today. Going into the weekend, I traded like what, twice this week, and those 2 times were yesterday and today maybe. So yeah, this week, the thing is, I was in so much other stuff, and I was in Bitcoin for some reason. And bro, I almost lost my account because of that, because I didn't set a stop loss. Literally what I said before, just buy down here and hope it goes up. But what happened to me so many times is Bitcoin would go, or it would be up and I would sell, right? But then Bitcoin would go all the way, I don't know, bro, somewhere completely different. My account was negative 300 and some this week, and I paid like 100 plus in just swaps fees because I was holding the position for so long. Bro, I almost lost my entire account last week. And obviously when I was above 100% margin, and if you're more than 100%, you obviously can't take another trade because you don't have money on your account. At 166%, they kick you out of your account. I was at like 160, bro. I was so close. Literally, a little candle twitching like this would have killed me, bro. That would have been my account just over, bro. So, I'm saying bro so many times. The thing is, I couldn't trade for last week because of that, because my account was over leveraged. So, I'm not doing leverage again, especially not on Bitcoin anymore, bro. This is so deadly. I'm not saying Bitcoin is a bad investment. I'm just a bad investor. And like, first of all, I can't apply day trading laws to Bitcoin. And also I cannot I didn't even apply day trading laws. I just pressed buy at a random position and hoped it would go in my favor. And unfortunately, it did go in my favor. That's why there's a 500 down here. There was like a 700 last week before I went into this stupid trade. And I thought this was going to be a reliable way to make money, but it really wasn't. So yeah, that's a different story though. That was a really dumb decision. I'm never going to do that again. I'm not going to go in with more than I can take. And I'm just going to be day trading with small amounts and trying to improve my skill. I would have almost got a proper trade today. And if I actually followed my plan the way I was supposed to, I would have gotten a good trade. I would not have gone into this trade. I would be profitable for this week. But I'm an idiot and I didn't follow my plan today. And I went in without having a 5-minute retracement or a 5-minute liquidity sweep before entering, because I had a break of a liquidity sweep in pre-market. And I didn't wait for more confirmation. I thought I had my trade dialed in. Then session opens, goes fucking boom, you're gone. And that's what screwed me over. But I know why this happened. I know why I lost money. So that's the only important thing for me. Like, bro, $15 is not that much. And I'm going to be able to use this week as a learning factor. I'm going to be able to look back and be like, this is good that I went through this. And next week, I'm going to be all in. If the market allows it, if I get the right entries, I'm going to be trading way more. I'm going to try and trade London session and New York session every single day if I get the chance to. Of course, I'm not going to force any trades. I'm going to have to try and figure out the session times exactly, because up until this point, I thought that London session opens at 2 p.m. for my time, but it opens at 3:30. That's like 1.5 hours later, bro. And I was always trading in such low volatility markets, and I was wondering why I'm not moving at all. So today was actually the first time I actually got... It sounds stupid because I've been day trading for some time now, but today was the actual first day that I actually got the chance to look at the chart in real time. And I executed a trade this morning. You know, I'm pretty happy with that. So, yeah, this week was a big learning curve for me. This week was pretty big, like this and last week as well. I learned a lot, I would say, and I'm going to be able to use this knowledge that I've attained in future weeks, months, years, and I'm constantly learning. I'm super happy about the fact that I'm not stuck. Like, I'm always still learning. And I can see the light for sure, bro. I can see the potential in this. And being able to look at the charts and understand why they're moving, even if it's just in a limited time window, you know, that's already such a huge skill for me to have. So, yeah, I'm excited for future weeks, months. I have so much planned out. And I feel like 2026 is going to be skyrocketing me, bro. I'm going to be all in. I'm going to be dialed in. I'm going to be locked in. And yeah, there's a lot of opportunities for me to take. There's a lot of money to be made. I'll just say that 2026 is going to be a big turning point in my life. And I'm really excited. I really am. Like, I'm really looking forward to it. So, yeah. This is... No, I think December goes until the 29th, right? I'm actually not sure. Well, 31st. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so next week is going to be up until Wednesday. I'm going to be able to be in this year still. So this year I'm going to have a sprint up until the 31st, and then hopefully this is going to be a 600 by the end of that week. We'll see, though. I'm not going to... You know, if the market doesn't allow it, it's not going to happen. But, you know, maybe in the next year, it's going to go crazy. I'm really excited. So, yeah, even though I lost this week, it's very important for me to be able to take losses and not be too worried about it and not be too emotionally attached. So, yeah. Great learning experience for me. Very happy about how this week turned out. And we'll see what happens next week. The weekend's gonna be... I'm gonna have to improve my skill. I'm gonna be back testing a lot for sure. And yeah, I'm just blessed to be in the position that I'm in right now. This is amazing. I feel great. So, a little recap. I hope I'm going to be able to look back and just be able to laugh at myself for how bad I'm trading. And because in the future I'm going to be better at this. So this is only going to go up. I'm super excited. So I'm gonna stop yapping and see you next trade recap, I guess.